but I'm a little bit late this morning. I've been going live earlier than this. I actually got to sleep in this morning. I told you guys I would wake up on 24 degrees. Let's see if my wake up time, I'm pretty sure that the sun's moved. Yeah, the sun moved to 24 degrees yesterday at 10 a.m. and the sun will move to 25 degrees today at 11 a.m. my time, which is in an hour, a little over an hour. So I did wake up on 24 degrees, or I did sleep in on 24 degrees. I was so happy to be able to sleep in this morning. It was so wonderful. But there's like a part of me that's like, ooh, I'm late for my live. I'm late for my, like, why am I saying I'm late for my live? It's not like I'll get fired. It's not like anybody's going to get upset or anything like that. Most of the Christians are in church by now, so it should all be good. So today's topic, I'm in my office today so that I can have some notes to go off of with today's topic because I'm not that great with today's topic. It's a lot like shadow work. The thing about shadow work is I feel like shadow work is like the only therapy work that you can go through it full tilt. I mean, you put your all into it. You thought you were going to die. It was like an awful experience, but you're so grateful you came out the other side and you tell people you did it and they're like, you did it wrong. You did it wrong. Sorry. You did it wrong. I just, that's how I feel about shadow work is like, it doesn't matter what I do with shadow work. I'm going to be told that I'm doing it wrong. And it's so crazy to me because it doesn't come up with other type of work like the DBT therapy, the CBT therapy, the dialectical behavior therapy, the cognitive behavior therapy. I've done all those. And like if I tell people I've done DBT, they're like, oh, cool. And there's like times whenever I'm like, oh, this is where I'm going into that black and white thinking. I need to find the gray because gray is reality. Reality is in gray too. So, and nobody says, oh, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. But with shadow work, everybody tells you you're doing it wrong. And honestly, I went and I looked, and that's the thing. Like every single YouTuber is like contradicting the other about shadow work and what shadow work is. My favorite type of shadow work is, and I've done it all. I've done all types of shadow work. But my favorite type is the type where like where you want to get somewhere, but you realize that there's a part of you that doesn't want to, so you really address that part of you. Does that make sense? Anyway, that's not today's topic anyway. I don't know. I wanted to get that out, I guess. So today's topic is science and mysticism. Does science prove mysticism right? There is an old adage, is that what they call them? An old saying, an old story that I always enjoyed. It says that the scientist climbs the mountain only to find the philosopher already sitting there. So yeah, I like that. And it is true because I think the more science comes along, the more it's going to prove ancient esoteric concepts, because the ancient esoteric concepts are not rooted in knowledge. They're rooted in intuition and not understanding. They're not rooted in understanding. Basically, during the times of Atlantis and Lemuria in the past, which is why we need to study this spiritual evolution, we were in a state where we could see spirit. We didn't have to know spirit. We could see spirit. So a lot of the ancient esoteric philosophies come from a understanding and experience and an experience that they tried to put into understanding, because we moved from intuition to knowledge. We gained our mind. We gained our understanding through the process of continually experiencing these mysticism stuff. Hello, Jessie Castillo. So happy to see you on this wonderful Sunday morning. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. And yeah, so where does science prove mysticism? And should science be against mysticism? Should they fight? What could be accomplished if we didn't fight with science and mysticism? or united? What could be accomplished? So that's what I really want to see. Any answers in the comments at all? I'm glad that you're better now. I am having a good day so far. But I would like to see, where do you guys know where science has proven mysticism right? And what could be accomplished if we united science and mysticism instead of fought with them? What's the possibilities? What could be the possibilities? So you guys think on that, and I'll continue on with my notes here. So science is proof-based, it's measurable, it's repeatable. Mysticism is experience-based, it's intuitive, it's beyond measure. But both are seeking truth. One is seeking truth through matter, and the other is seeking truth through spirit. So if we're saying, is it science or is it mysticism? Are we saying that it has to be matter or spirit? Because you literally are a spiritual being in a material body. Both of those are true. It's both true. Matter is just as true as spirit. And if you deny spirit, you're denying half of reality. Maybe not half. I don't know if it's a clear-cut half. Hello, Zan. Happy to see you this morning. So, yeah. Is it possible to hold both science and mysticism in love? Can we balance science and mysticism with love? Is that possible? 360. Yeah, Ricardo. All right. So here's some examples of where science has caught up with mysticism. You guys don't know. Quantum physics. Particles responding to observation mirrors mystical teachings about consciousness shaping reality. Quantum physics is mirroring the mystical teachings about how we can interact with reality and how we interact with reality. You guys know about the double slit experiment and how the observer actually is an important piece of the experiment. I don't think that the scientists went in expecting that. But that right there, it confirms mystical teachings, ancient mystical teachings of how our consciousness, the observer, is an important aspect. I love it. I love it. Epigenetics, our studies on epigenetics are really, really, really echoing teachings about the mind-body-spirit connection and showing how our environment does actually shape and affect our biology, which mystical teachings have said for years. Science can prove mysticism. Hi, abuser? Abuser Alu, hello. So, yeah, if you guys can come up with anything, where is science proven mysticism? I would love to hear it because I know that there's more than I even know about. Sound, vibration, healing. Science has proven what mystics have always said. Everything is frequency. Sound healing is proving through science and experiments that frequency, everything is frequency. This makes me think of Nikola Tesla, who I really feel like could have made a bigger impact. But anyway, okay. Nikola Tesla, who said, if you want to know the truth of reality, think in terms of vibration and frequency. And I love that. I love that. Have you ever tried to shift your mindset to think in terms of vibration and frequency with everything? You know, the scientists said that there is no solid, that everything is vibrating and there's always space between. Isn't that freaking crazy? So, like, yeah, looking at the world through vibration and frequency, I feel like we get closer to reality and closer to truth, which I think is important. I know there's some people out there saying truth isn't important no more. I think it is. So, also neuroplasticity of the brain. Scientists have discovered a lot about our brain. In fact, whenever I was a child, they told me that, some things couldn't be rebuilt. Once your brain cell's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. We've proven that wrong, and we've proven that the brain actually can rewire through intention, validation, meditation, prayer, affirmations is what I'm saying. Affirmations have been proven scientifically to work. Through the neuroplasticity of the brain, we're able to rewire the brain, and multiple people have been able to rewire their brain. I've worked on rewiring my brain. So, hello, welcome back, Jesse Castillo. And yeah, so neuroplasticity proves that what the Bible says how does the Bible put it? To renew your mind. It proves that we can renew our mind. We now know scientifically that it's possible to renew our mind, that our brains are neuroplastic and they can be adjusted, usually through habits, actions, affirmation, intention, and prayer. So, yeah, it's science can prove mysticism. They do not have to be opposing. There's no reason why it has to be either science is true or mysticism is true. Why? Why? The truth isn't necessarily like that. It's true that I'm very mystic, hippie, and woo-woo. And it is very true that I'm very down-to-earth, hillbilly reality. Those are true. I live that. We talked about that on 22 degrees. But yes, why does opposings have to be this or that when they are and it's true. We have black and white in our world. And gray is reality too. It's not just black and white. But yeah. We can't say black is true, white is false. Like, how does that make sense? How can you say darkness is true, but light is false? You know? Bring them together, become a whole. See the wholeness. Be willing to see the wholeness. It's a whole piece. Black is true, white is true, dark is true, light is true. Somewhere in between, a dimmer light is true. Gray is true too. So that we don't have to completely be opposed at all times. There is a bridging, and I think the bridge is with love. I do believe love is what helps bridge most things. Although, do you need love to bridge the fact that white and black are true and that gray is there too? Sometimes love isn't as needed, but love's always needed. I'm not going to say that. Love is always needed. Always, 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 always bring the love. Always bring the love. So, why does this matter? It creates unity where there was division. There's no need to choose between being rational or being spiritual. You can be a rational spiritual being. You can choose both. It's okay. You don't have to. Let's bring unity where division was. We've been run by divisive gods. You look at the three main religions on earth right now. If you look at the two main religions, I don't know about the three, but the two main religions on earth right now, their God is a divisive God. They cause division. We need to cause unity. We need unity. Unity is what's going to help heal us. Division will never, ever be able to heal. Do you remember me? It's Emma. I think I remember you. I don't fully remember you. I'm sorry. I want to remember you. From chatting earlier in other lives, right? Is that where I would remember you from? Yes, let's unite, beautiful. Unity, unity, not division. And I don't know if I want to say this. It gives mystics confidence that their inner knowing is not crazy. But I don't know if that's more for the mystics and the mystic sides. It helps skeptics soften when they see data backed by mystical truth. That's true. The skeptics of mysticism and spirituality, when they begin to see the true evidence of mysticism and spirituality, they begin to say, well, maybe it's not as false as I previously thought, because here is evidence and proof of it being real, you know? And Leo's heart becomes the bridge of love that holds both. We are in Leo season and we are trying to expand the love every single day as much as we can. So let's try to love both science and both spirituality, both of them. Let's love the scientist and the philosopher the same. Let's not tell either one that they're wrong. Thank you so much, Abuzurlu. Thank you. I happen to love the way that I speak English, and I know that it's not necessarily right, but for me, it's my favorite type of English to speak. But that's just probably because I grew up here. And but yeah, whenever I see like Australians or UK or other people, or even Northerners speaking English, I'm just like, you guys do not say the words right. I think I say them all wrong, so I don't want to say that they say the words right. Anyway, I totally get off course with that. So the questions that I have for you guys today: what can we create when we stop pitting science and mysticism together? That's what I asked at the beginning of this video. That's what I really want to know. What do you think is possible if science and mysticism are not pitted together but work together? What could be possible if we didn't pit science and mysticism against each other? And what becomes possible whenever we unite rational proof with intuitive wisdom? What are we denying ourselves in the world right now whenever we say it has to be rational proof or intuitive wisdom? What could be possible if we said rational thought and intuitive wisdom? What's the possibilities? We're missing out on something here. What is it? Sometimes we don't even know what it is. And can love be the scientific constant? Can love be the scientific constant, the force that holds both scientific rational thought and mysticism, intuitive wisdom together? Can love do that? Is it possible? Jesse Castillo says, oh, yes. I love that. Yeah, love is very, very strong. Love is amazing. Love covers a multitude of misdeeds. And love is amazing. I think love definitely can be the bridge, but we have to choose it. We can't continually choose hate and fear and expect to be on the love bridge. I don't know how you could, but so yeah, what kind of love? That's a good question. And that is a subject for another day. Truly, that is another question, because there are multiple types of love. Right now, we're just talking about the full overall love. So thank you, Abuzerelu. All kinds of love, right, Jesse Casillo? All kinds of love. Right now, it's all kinds of love. But the types of love, that's definitely a subject for another day. I agree. So, all right, guys, I'm going to close up. We've been here for about 20 minutes. I've been enjoying this, though. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys for showing up. I enjoy being here with you guys. So remember, Leo is about love. Leo season is about love. and the heart's light. Today at 24 degrees, love can create a bridge. And the greatest bridge that we can create is between our head and our heart. So I want to encourage you guys today to please find a bridge of love between your head, your rational thinking, and your heart, your intuitive wisdom. Bridge the pieces of you, your rational and your intuitive side, with love. Let the unity start within you. You can be the example of unified love for all of us today. And you don't even have to do it for an example for us. You can show yourself what it's like to live in unified love. Let love be the bridge between your mind and your heart today, and choose to show up for yourself. Also, remember 24 degrees is a lazy degree. If you're on that 24 degrees, you feel a little bit lazy, let yourself laze about a little bit. Don't totally not do what needs to get done what you need to get done, but let yourself rest and take your time with these things. Don't rush through today. Today is not a day of rushing. Today is a day of patient, what's the word I'm looking for? Patient work through. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm so grateful to be here. I hope you guys can find the love and to bridge the love within you. And thank you all so much. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy your rest. Enjoy the day. Till tomorrow, hope you guys have a wonderful one. And remember to feel the love. As always, stay blessed with lots and lots of love.